Welcome to my channel. My name is Robert. I'm the Lynx Angler. Okay, as you can see behind me, today we're doing something completely different. We are not on my skiff. We are not over in the lagoon, but we're on the beach. If you've been looking for me for the past, 45 days or so, and you haven't seen any of my videos, it's because I've been here. I've been on the beach learning a completely new way of fishing. There is a group of us that fish here from our condo, and Bill, Dr. Bill, is the absolute master. What CA is to flats fishing, Bill Delaporte is to beach fishing. This guy catches more fish than anyone you know. So he's been teaching us all the tricks and techniques to catching pompano, whiting, black drum, occasional redfish. And those are the three tastiest, best fish, and they're really not that hard to catch. So I'm gonna teach you today everything that I've learned over the last month, so you too can come out here and catch dinner or lunch or whatever you want. All right, let's get started. What we use for bait here are sand fleas, and this time of year they are very plentiful out there in the surf. And the first thing you need is a sand flea rake. This is one I got off of Amazon. If you look and see how bent it is, you can see I've been putting this thing through the ringer. There's a certain technique to catching. What you want are the medium to large size sand fleas. So we're gonna go into slightly deeper water and we're gonna see if we can get some bigger ones. All those are all sand fleas. All right, so we're gonna come to a little bit deeper water. We're gonna let this wave come over, and then we're gonna go for a big scoop. Whoa. Yeah, you do get a lot more wet doing this. All right, so we can see there we've got enough to kind of get started. This is about the smallest size you want to use, but if you look carefully, he's got orange eggs in him. So that's what we want. We want those orange eggs. All right, we got enough to get started. So, Dr. Bill insists on using the cheapest $21 Walmart combos that he can, because the reels do take a bit of a beating. I've already lost one complete rod and reel setup. I didn't follow Dr. Bill's advice. I had about a $260 pen combo that swam off into the ocean the other day. It's gone. That's embarrassing and disappointing. You really do have to pay attention. Before I started doing this, I might have thought that this was a relaxing form of fishing. You know, this is just a relaxing day on the beach. I've got to tell you, this is a lot of work. I'll warn you ahead of time. This is a lot of work. On a typical 5 or 6 hour day out here, my Apple Watch will show that I've walked anywhere between 5.5 and 8 miles. Just mending lines, checking your rods, getting bait, reloading up the bait. You stay busy the whole time. You're gonna be working those 3 poles constantly. You're gonna stay very busy. Anyway, let me show you the rigs that we tie them ourselves. You can buy Pompano rigs. I did at first. I don't use them anymore because a couple things. One, at least Dr. Bill is convinced that all the little beads and all the extra little garbage, the Pompano are just too picky for that, and they usually don't hit that. Now, I have caught Pompano on those rigs, so I don't know that I completely agree, but I can agree with him that they're not needed. I'll make a little video on how we tie up these rigs. They're very simple. They only take a couple minutes. By the way, that's a 3-ounce sinker. 2 ounces not enough unless there's just no rip, but if there's any rip at all, you're gonna need a 3. I've messed with the 4s. The 4s tend to bury the rig too much. So again, we use 3 hooks. These are Eagle laser sharp Circle C 2-aught. I've had a lot of success with these, and of course this is Dr. Bill's recommendation. You want just the perfect shape to be able to hook some of those bigger sand fleas through the back. I kind of prefer this style of holder. They have such a great sharp opening on them. They're good and wide, and they're really easy to work into. I'll show you. Okay, so this is like one little trick that I've learned. You would think maybe that you want to space these all the way down the beach, but this game is a lot about watching. It's a lot about paying attention to the rod tips to see what's happening. And so honestly, you don't want to set all your holders up too far away. You're just not going to be able to effectively watch. So this is the other style. I made these, this Schedule 40 PVC, the electrical conduit. Okay, these are tough as nails. They're gonna last forever, right? But they're not nearly as sharp here. And they don't have the midway holder. There's just a lot of reasons these aren't as nice. But damn, they are indestructible and they're gonna last forever. And if one of them happens to go out to sea, like my one did the other day, then you're not gonna cry about it. It's just a piece of PVC. So we're gonna use this as our third one. So let's go hammer this in. We want to throw these baits right in that slough, right where it drops off. That's where we want our baits to swim. So we're gonna throw these out right there. That should be deep enough water. I close the bail before I get to the pole, usually a little before that, because I want some tension. I want some tension on the line, so when I put it in. So this guy has some eggs right in the front, if you can see his eggs. So we're gonna take our circle hook and we wanna put them right through the head. And if we can, we want the point of that hook into that egg sac. Just like that. Because that is supposedly what they eat first. Is they're heading for the eggs. And I noticed when I was making the mistake of hooking them in the tail, because I misunderstood my instructions, I was hooking them all in the tail. And I noticed all their heads were getting eaten off. Oh, that's a fish. Holy cow, that's a fish, guys. That's a good one. Oh my goodness. Oh, we got something here. Oh man. We got something good. It's pulling hard. See it jumping over there. See if we can keep it out of that line that we just put up. So we can bring it in on the incoming waves. Right here, this one's gonna wash it up for us. That thing pulling dry. It's gotta be a pompano or a black drum. Definitely not a catfish fighting this hard. Come on, waves, bring it up for me. Come on. Pompano, man, we got pompano. Oh yeah, he's probably keeper size. I bet he is. I'll bet he is. These fish are mega strong. Let's get my hooks out of the way. Somebody might step on him. Oh, he's trying to get away. All right, let's see how big he is. All right. To the fork. He's 12. He's a keeper. Oh, that's got a fish right there. Let's go. That's got a fish. Let's see what we got. Something. Man, it's fighting like a pompano. Let's hope it is. Oh, it's a little black drum. He's probably too small to keep. 14, he might get there. We'll measure him, but I think he's big enough. All right, let's see. Pinch his tail. He is 14. He's 14, so he is big enough. Saw a tarpon jump out there. We're getting a little closer. Oh, my line might have a fish on it. I think this. I'm not quite ready for this. Okay, let's check this line. Holy shit. Holy shit. God me. Please, please, please. Okay, well, we lost the holder, but we got a fish. We got a good fish. I don't know why I was messing around with that other thing, and I got a fish here. Oh, he's pulling drag. It's a good one. This is a good one. Don't want to break him off. I'm just happy I found the pole in the surf. This is not a catfish. Use the wave, use the wave. Look at the size of this fish. Thought I was getting applause. Look at the size of this fish, guys. Holy cow, this is a big ass redfish. Fucking huge redfish. Holy smokes. Well, that's not going to be lunch, but holy smokes. Are you ready for this? In the surf? I'll show you off here. We're going to have to put him on the cart and see how big he is, but I got to get him unhooked. Oh, he's too big for my cart. He's over 30. Oh, he just kicked off. Woo, what a fish. What a fish. Okay, well, thank you for making it to the end of my video. If you did, hopefully you learned a little something about beach fishing. Don't worry, I'm gonna get back in the lagoon. I'm gonna get back in my skiff. But right now, it's been a lot of fun trying to learn this. It's not just the all of the aspects of the actual fishing. I've really enjoyed learning how to clean the fish, how to properly care and handle the fish, and then different recipes and different ways to cook them, which is all a brand new thing for me, and I love brand new things. So anyway, so again, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a thumbs up. Leave some comments below, let me know. Don't ever show me a beach fishing video again, or it was really fun and I want to learn more about it. So either way, I'm going to be doing this more often in the future. It's a lot of fun. It keeps you super busy. And you know, the best part is when I'm done, I put this cart away in my closet and I hop in my truck and drive home. And said, oh, there's no boat to clean, there's no boat to trailer, there's no boat. Imagine the expense difference between that and this, and I catch more fish doing this. I get to keep the fish. I caught a 31-inch redfish. It's a lot of fun. Okay, anyway, thank you so much. I'll see you next time. Okay, so we tie our rigs with 20-pound monofilament. This is this brand. It really doesn't matter at all. So I'm going to tie on this swivel, this snap swivel for the bottom. Again, it makes it easier to take the weights on and off. Now, you don't have to put a swivel on. You can just tie another drop loop on the bottom. You can do this whole thing with no tackle at all. Just a drop loop at the top, one at the bottom, and then 3 loops down through the middle. That works just as good, but kind of what I said in the video is you'll get a lot of twist in the line if you put no swivels anywhere in it. So let's go ahead and let's go ahead and tie this on. Just going to use a standard clinch knot here. So we're going to come up. The one thing that I do like is wherever I put my first loop, which is going to be my bottom loop, I just want to make sure that it doesn't interfere with the drop weight, because I feel like the drop weight can just smash the sand flea. So I like to make sure that I'm just at least far enough away from the bottom that the weight isn't crushing the sand flea. And so we just tie these little double overhand knots like this, and makes this perfect little loop. We're just going to basically make 3 of those little loops. 1, 2, 3, and then that's our whole rig. Let's make our second loop. Again, doesn't need to be but about 3 or 4 inches long. We can kind of eyeball where we want it. There we go. Fold it over, make our loop, pass it through once. Circle, we pass it through once, pass it through again, pull it tight, and then we'll come up a little bit longer, create another 4-inch loop, 1 overhand knot, take it through again, bam, there we go. 1, 2, 3 loops, so we'll cut that. We'll put on the top swivel. All right, we're just gonna tighten that. There we go, that rig is done. We gotta put the hooks on. This is the tricky part. These are the hooks that we're using. These are the 2-aught Eagle Claw Laser Sharp Circle C. Hopefully you can see that. So what you want to do is grab the loop that you made, pinch it as tightly as you can to the end. Try to pinch it down as skinny as you can possibly get it. And see if you can push that loop through the eye of the hook. Nope, okay. So when it is just doesn't want to cooperate, you can take your pliers and just kind of use them to smash it down a little bit.
All you need is that little tiny bit of line sticking out. You can see. There we go. So I just got it pressed on, and then once you get it started, then just bring that loop through, open it up, and wrap it around the bottom of the hook, and then bring it back through. All right, there's one. Now, we're gonna just do that 2 more times. So pinch it down as tight as we can get it, and see if we can pass it through. Here we go. Oh, that one passed right through. Excellent. And we'll just wrap it around the bottom of the hook. Number 2, you just pinch it as close to the end as you can, as tightly as you can, and then just push it on. There we go. That one pushed right on. And that's it. And that's how we make our sand flea rigs. All right, now you can try it yourself.